Okay, so this is a part two to the post I just made. Again, these are my first videos. I haven't done them before. Sorry for the no makeup post, but it kind of just hit me that I needed to add some things in. So the first thing we need to talk about is that in the conversation, he's talking about like all of these conversations he has with his mom. So super attached to mom, not a problem. Like, sometimes that happens, but his mom already has like reservations about our relationship. We're 2 dates in and his mom's like, does she know how old you are? Did she, did she's met you? Like, she's already not sure about that. So I guess he showed my pictures to her and she's like, maybe she's a gold digger. I'm like, I don't know how much you make, but it did make me wonder, like, how old are you, K2? So I did. I was like, you're not that old, right? Like, you're like, within a normal range. It's not like I'm going through for like a 60-year-old guy or a 70-year-old guy. Honestly, the oldest guy I did go on a date with was 72 years old. Just going to put that out there. Like, I mean, I wasn't going after him for his money. Maybe this is like maybe another dating story. I mean, I thought that he was a really interesting guy. Like, he grew up in the Appalachian Mountains. He was like one of 9 kids. I'm one of 9 kids. So we didn't come from a lot of money. And this guy went from that to being a very prominent lawyer in our area and like a multimillionaire plus, real estate developer and owns buildings and stuff like that. So I was like, I just wanted to get his story, right? Like, he was an interesting guy. Yeah, this probably is another video. So this guy, I told him that. Like, I told him that I wasn't interested in dating him. I was just interested in hearing his story. That was the whole purpose. And then he launched into the gold digger scenario where women were like, he had friends who are of his age and that these friends had stories of women like setting up boundaries for the relationship. Like, you're going to give me $3,000 a month to live on plus an apartment to be in, and in exchange for that I will give you my goods and services. And I'm like, no, that's not me. Like, I am totally not into that, especially for an older guy. So, like, I don't know, maybe if you were Keanu Reeves, like, I would start considering that as a possibility, right? Like, I mean, that's a no-brainer. If Keanu contacted me and said, Sarah, if you want to be my arm candy to all these places, not that I'm anywhere in his league, but if he offered and he said, I'm going to give you $3,000 a month and an apartment in downtown Los Angeles, and I will fly you back and forth and pay for your babysitter, then I'd be like, sure, I'm not going to pass that up. But I'm not going to do that for like Donald Trump or this guy from Cincinnati. So sorry, not going to happen. I mean, that's just me. But anyway, the lawyer guy, 72 years old, we went to Cheesecake Factory. We had a lovely dinner. Lovely lunch. We talked things about the situation. And, like, at the end, I thought, okay, that's so sweet. That went really well. It was like really nice to meet this guy. And then I walked him out and he went in for the kiss. Like, you're 72 years old. I'm like, at that point, I think I was like 40. I was like, wow, that's pretty bold. I'm not kissing a 72-year-old guy. Like, I'm afraid his teeth are going to come out, right? Like, that's just how it is. It's like, but he did. He went in for the kiss. He went in for the kiss. And then he told me, he was like, I don't need Viagra. So sorry for the shaking. I am like, I'm not even kidding. He's like, I don't need the blue pill. I don't need it. I'm perfectly able to perform multiple times a day, especially in the morning. And I'm just like, wow, that's awesome. He asked me to set up another date. I said, sure. Let me check my kid schedule, and we'll get in touch. And thankfully, I was booked for the next 3 years. Like, that's booked. Solid. Poor guy. I don't know if he's alive. He might not be alive. That's sad, but it's so true. He could be alive. And if you want the phone number of him, I might have to dig a little bit, but it might still be there. So anyway, K2, his mom, has doubts about our relationship because of our age difference, and the 72-year-old guy is, as far as I know, still single, hopefully still alive. Maybe. I don't know, really. I didn't keep track. And that's that end of that story. So anyway, I'm sure there will be more to come. Have a great night.